The first okay towards the rear of the field, Arlas in company with Sunrise Special. Heading towards the second, and Edmond has a good look at it, takes off a mighty leap as well, landed over it in dashing style. From in second, Gadzart, then Him of Praise up on the outside in third with the blue blinkers. Just in behind them in fourth is Atavistic, a gap of 4 to 5 lengths to Jocks Cross, followed by Escada Feig. They're followed by Moral Supporters back with Ambleside and Arlas towards the rear as they leave the back in the early stages. And Edmond it is who takes them along by a length or so to up on the outside in second is Gadzart, 1 length away in third, then follows Him of Praise, 1.5 lengths to Atavistic, 2 lengths to Jocks Cross, followed by Escada Feig, a gap then to Moral Supporters, giving the leader a fair start, followed by Ambleside and Arlas, and a gap then to Sunrise Special, who whips them in as they come into the straight the first time. On the far side, it's Edmond out in front here by a length to Gadzart on the near side. Jump it almost together. They're 2 or 3 lengths to over on the far side, Atavistic, Tony McCoy taking up a very prominent position on that one, the white cap, and going the shortest way. Out wider is Him of Praise, followed next in the field by Jocks Cross. 4 lengths to Escada Feig from Moral Support, Ambleside, Sunrise Special and Arlas, heading up towards the fifth. And it's Edmond on the far side. The near side, the nose banded Gadzart. They jump it together. 2 lengths in advance of Atavistic, a 1/2 length then to Jocks Cross. 2 lengths back in the field is Him of Praise, followed then by Escada Feig as they go to the next plain fence. Gadzart didn't handle that too comfortably. They're followed by Moral Support and Ambleside from Arlas, and last is Sunrise Special. Up towards the one that'll be the last next time round, the 7th, and Edmond the first to rise by 2 lengths to Atavistic the far side, but Gadzart with the noseband just edging a bit closer once again. They're a length to Jocks Cross, followed by Him of Praise, 1/2 length then to Moral Support, followed by Ambleside. Out wider then is Escada Feig, 2 lengths to Arlas, and 1/2 length last of all is Sunrise Special as they race downhill now away from the stands and towards the stable bend. Edmond on the inside, coming towards it now, just hanging out a little bit. Gadzart moving up on the outside. Tucked in behind them is Atavistic. They're a length in advance then of Jocks Cross, the outside from Him of Praise, 1/2 length then to Moral Support, tucked away on the inside. 1/2 length to Ambleside, followed then by Escada Feig. Second last is Sunrise Special, Arlas at the rear as they head into the back now. And Edmond, the winner of last year's Welsh National, has 10-10 in this year's. As they head down the back, the winner of our previous race, the Jack Brown bookmaker chase, Royal Tommy, gets into that Welsh National with 9-7 plus a £4 penalty. But Edmond down the back, first one, takes it in good style from out wider, Jocks Cross, and right there in the centre, Atavistic's going to make it very interesting with Edmond here. Just in behind the Moral Support as they come to this open ditch, and Tony McCoy asking Atavistic for a big one. Wasn't that fluent at it though, and Edmond out jumped him. Just behind them as they come towards the next is Jocks Cross, followed by Moral Support and Ambleside getting closer. 4 to 5 lengths to Escada Feig. They're followed by Gadzart, who's called it a day. Passed by Sunrise Special and Him of Praise. Heading now towards the next, and Edmond and Atavistic having a great battle here by 3 lengths or so to being pulled up Gadzart at the rear of the field. Having a great battle in advance here of Jocks Cross and Ambleside, followed by Moral Support. As they come to the next plain fence, they jump it together. Edmond on the near side. The far side is Atavistic. They're 4 lengths to Jocks Cross from Moral Support. Just behind them is Ambleside as they come to the last one down the back, and Atavistic, called on for a big one by Tony McCoy, responds as well and gets a 1/2 length up on Edmond. And now Andrew Thornton driving hard to hold ground with Atavistic. They're stride for stride as they prepare to leave the back. 2 lengths then to Jocks Cross, followed by Moral Support, who's coming into it. 2 or 3 lengths away then is Ambleside, and they've kicked right away. Leaving the back now, and Edmond refusing to give up the inside advantage. Leads by a neck once again from Atavistic, but they're going stride for stride, and they've still got another 5 left to jump in the home straight. Moral Supporters coming into the picture now. They're followed by Jocks Cross, a gap then to Ambleside as they're on the turn for home. But what a battle here. It's Edmond on the near side, the far side, the white cap of Atavistic. They're 2 lengths to Moral Support, who switches course and goes to the inside, followed next in the field by Jocks Cross, a gap then to Ambleside. They come up to 5 out. Edmond in the centre, the first to rise, tackled by Moral Support. Looks like they've beaten off Atavistic, who's lost ground. He's gone for the whip, Andrew Thornton, but Moral Support has got right up on the inside for Noel Feely. It's Moral Support at the open ditch, who is foot perfect. Lands over at 2 lengths to Edmond, is under pressure now. They've kicked right away from Jocks Cross and Atavistic. They've got 3 left to jump in this Tote John Hughes chase. The old Rehearsal coming towards it now, jumping it. Spring-heeled at it was Moral Support, about 6 lengths in front now of Edmond, followed by Jocks Cross. They've got 2 left to jump, and Moral Support has spread eagle the field. This Charlie Man trained sprint, the chaser, has gone about 10 lengths in front of Edmond, followed then by Jocks Cross. A long gap in the field to Ambleside from Atavistic and Escada Feig, but 1 left to jump. Moral Support comes towards it and lands over it in perfect style from Jocks Cross, who goes into second, followed by Edmond. A long gap to Ambleside, then Atavistic and Escada Feig, but he's right down near the line. Moral Support. Jocks Cross coming home strongly, is not going to get up, and it's Moral Support who goes on to win for Noel Feely by 5 lengths. Second, Jocks Cross. Third, Edmond. A long gap to Ambleside, followed next then by Atavistic, who couldn't go on with it. They're followed by Escada Feig from Hymn of Praise, and they are the only finishers. The winner is number 9 at 7 to 1. That's Moral Support, owned by Tom and Evelyn Yates, trained by Charlie Mann and ridden by Noel Feely. Moral Support's 4th consecutive win of the season. Second is number 4, Jocks Cross, owned by Mrs. G. Harrison, trained by Venetia Williams, ridden by Brian Crowley. And third, number 3, Edmond, owned by Lady Knutsford, trained by Henry Daly and ridden by Andrew Thornton. 4th is Ambleside. But a great performance by Moral Support, who's in tip-top form.
Big disappointment was basically Gadzart, the French horse. He dropped out by now. I said this horse had been pot hunting. What I meant is he beat a horse 13 pounds out of the handicap last time, but he stays, he goes in this ground, and Charlie Mann's having tremendous run this season. He's leaving some good horses behind him, Stu.
Yeah, well, I think we both should be kicking ourselves. You know, I always go on about the Zaffron horses. I was over there the other day in Northern Ireland where he stands, Zaffron, magnificent looking horse. He's a sire of Bow, he's a sire of looks like trouble. I've got a sister to this at home. I hope she's as good as this, but a tremendous performance by Moral Support. Jocks Cross running on there into 2nd place, and Edmond, I thought, has run a terrific Grand National trial, outpaced turning into the straight, got back up into a contention there, but not quite good enough, and a delighted Noel Feely.
Look at the coat on this horse, the diamonds on his backside, in the pink of condition, isn't he? And he's won like a good horse, keeping up the family tradition. Well, Charlie Mann is the winning trainer. He's with Claire.
Well, Charlie, that was absolutely spring-heeled. He was very, very impressive.
That was great, yeah. He's only novice this season. He's half our Doran's Pride, who runs tomorrow, and we bought him very cheaply at sales, and that's super, yeah. I mean, this is obviously the biggest race he's ever run in, and he's done it well, yeah. Very, very pleased.
And would you plan to come back here for the Coral Welsh National?
He's in the Welsh National on 10 stone, and I think he'll probably come back here, yeah.
If you win that, you can get an even bigger hat.
Probably, yeah.
Well done, Charlie. Thanks a lot for talking to us. Moral Support, a very impressive winner of our feature race, the Tote John Hughes Chase. Let's take a full check on the starting prices for that. Just while we get hold of those SPs, you can have a look at Moral Support there in the winner's enclosure, and very delighted people around him. And Angus returned at a generous-looking 7 to 1.
Indeed, and you mentioned the Welsh National, Claire, and it's the 5 to 1 favourite with the sponsors Corals for the Welsh National at the 2 days after Christmas, the 27th of December, live on BBC. First, number 9, Moral Support, 7 to 1, and the new favourite for the Welsh National. Second, number 4, Jocks Cross himself would obviously come into the Welsh National as well. That's 7 to 1.